Welcome guys, episode 5 of Better Than Wolves, and I'm up to the stage of Fire Masteries, and the goals of this episode is to create a hibachi and a bellow. Now the main thing about this video will be about the cauldron, creating a bellow and making your cauldron heat up with hibachi. Okay, we're going to get straight into it. So what you need is 4 stones, 1 redstone and 1 filament with 3 concentrated hellfire to create 1 hibachi. Now hibachi, if I walk over here to my previous test, hibachis are powered by redstone. So if I flick the switch, they power by redstone and start a fire so you can cook your cauldron. One more time, alright. And what I have here is a 3x3 row of hibachi, and if I load my thing up, you can see that I have hibachi under here, and they're all powered by redstone torches under here, because I tried doing it the right way with wiring the hibachis, and the middle one, I couldn't wire the middle one, which I know there's a simple solution on how to fix it, but it didn't come to mind. And so once you have the hibachi running, it's basically where we were before. And if you're wondering why I'm out here, it's because the other place where I used to have my cauldron at burnt down my whole tree house of farm and broke everything, so I made my hibachi or cauldron over here where there's no trees. Hopefully these trees don't burn down. Alright, so what you may be thinking is, what is this? This is, whoa. This is a pulsar basically, and what this is powered to is a windmill, and it is powered to a bellow. Now let me show you how you create a bellow. Okay, so you need 3 sidings, 3 tanned leather, 2 gears and 1 belt to create a bellow. Now what a bellow is basically compresses air and then blows air out to create a bigger fire. So with this bellow over here, it will blow. Whoa, it's raining. No, it's gonna melt my little rain. Alright, so once you have the hibachi, you set it up to a water mill like I have over here. You can look at how I created it. I have 2 gearboxes, one shifting power down and then shifting it across to the bellow, and I'll turn it on, and I'll get my little piece of redstone here and turn it on. I turn it on through the pulsar, because you need a pulsar, or you can have a lever manually clicking up and down, because the bellow goes up, compresses air out, and then compresses air in to create, I'll show you once it loads up. It takes a while to initially start the bellow. I think it's because of my pulsar goes on and off too quickly that it can't get the energy. There we go. Can't get the energy across, and it got the energy across, and it is a 9 by 9 slots with 9 blocks worth of flames, and here's the cauldron in the middle. Now we can create different stuff. So the way we can create glue is if we go to our cauldron and place some bones in the cauldron, it will create glue, but it could only be created with stoked fire or a stoked flame. Now having only 1 bellow severely decreases the chances of cooking properly. See how it's a stoked fire now, but sometimes it goes back down, and see, like now. But it's good to have 2 bellows. If you have 2 bellows, you're more efficient. So once you can cook glue, you can further on your production with other stuff. Now you can also create tallow. Now tallow is produced from the fatty parts of animals. So if I put a raw wolf chop in, it will create tallow. Now you can only create these tallow, glue and potash with only a stoked cauldron, so you need the bellow to work it. And potash is by cooking wood. So if I go and get some wood, where's wood? Here we go. So if I get my wood and place it here, it will cook and create potash. I've never heard of the word potash, but I'm guessing it's delicious. Alright, delicious wood. Now, you can create soap with this. Yes, you can create soap. So if I take the glue out, you can create soap by placing the potash and tallow together. Now, once you create soap, you can get a sticky piston. Let me get that ready. Alright, here we've got our soap. Where's my sticky piston? Here we go. Place our sticky piston with this soap, and it will convert to a normal piston, so it will clean basically the piston. As you can see, it's starting up, and it will give me, one soap gives you 4 pistons, normal pistons, but as you can see, it started to heat up, but then the bellow dropped its heat, and then it stopped. Actually, I think it doesn't need to be stoked. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it doesn't need to be stoked to cook the sticky piston, so we'll turn it off. And the one bad thing about the pulsar is it takes a lot of CPU running this flashing. It can get a lot laggy, and you can't have a lot of wood around because as you can see, the fire spills over. And here we go, we lost the soap, but we have 4 pistons, and we have some sticky pistons left over. Okay, so we learned before that hellfire dust is a combustible element, and when you mix hellfire with tallow and sawdust wrapped around with paper, it creates dynamite. Now that is quite fun. Now let's go test out the dynamite. And I have to tell you before that I recorded this video before, and I found out that the microphone was set to very high, so it picked up my voice very high, and it was very very weird. Actually, what am I doing? I need to have flint and steel. So if I get my little flint and steel, where are you? Here we go. So you need flint and steel to do this, to throw the dynamite. I'm queuing the dynamite now. Alright, there we go. And the dynamite is quite disappointing. As you can see, it only blows up dirt. It can't destroy any stone, which is quite embarrassing for dynamite. There we go, all nicely in the one spot, and wow, that did nothing. So dynamite is quite a disappointment. It only breaks, and if I stand in the middle, I don't think I will die. I stood in around about 15 dynamite, and I didn't even die, which is kind of a shame. So placing 6 dynamites, 2 ropes, and glue creates a mining charge. Now, mining charges are a little bit more exciting than dynamite. They are supposedly a little bit better than TNT, or actually a lot better than TNT, because mining charges do not destroy any ores, or they do not explode in a radius. They explode in a directional blast. So if I don't die, there we go. I didn't die. How cool is that? Okay, I got myself some redstone and a lever, and if, say, you wanted to make a mining shaft that way, we'll just place redstone here, a lever here, and flick the switch, and it failed because it needs to be lower. There we go. And it will only blow in that direction where you placed it. So say if I want to place it here, and we'll make it a nice little bigger one. Bigger explosion, we'll turn it off, and we'll place there, and there we go. Now it'll only dig that way, which is quite nice. I actually like that, and it doesn't destroy any ore, but it slowly decreases its radius. So TNT radius is a little bit bigger, so you need to be using this quite a lot to actually go somewhere. And we're placing it down, so the mining charge will dig down, or the blast will go down. There we go, it went straight down, and you can make an awesome mining shaft with this. I know a lot of people will be curious, what is this? Well, I constructed a wolf jail. Yes, I found a big pack of wolves, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna capture all these wolves, and I'm gonna create a little house for them. So here's their jail. they poop for me, so they give me a constant supply of dung, which is nice. But I occasionally like to hit them because I don't like wolves. And once we finish this, I'd like to make like a roundup video, and then I'd like to make a big jail for the Ender Dragon. How cool will that be? And then we'll release the Ender Dragon, or he'll probably break the things. I think he can't break only end stuff. So if I put him in a jail like this, he'll probably break it. Won't you, little puppy? Won't you want to be out free, looking at that, licking trees and drinking water, don't you? Well, I'm gonna be extremely cruel and give you a fire bath. Who wants to be the first one to take a little dip in the fire bath? I think you do, don't you? All right, so I'll fly out and let's see what you have. Nice, you like fire? Look, you're having a nice little fire bath. I am so sick and sadistical. Oh my God, this little chicken! Yes, this was the iPodmail fail. This is my original cauldron, and it burnt down my big tree. I was so happy I planted this big tree, and boom, I had to plant other trees to step in its place because it looked very bare. All these trees were gone. My little shack is gone and still gone. So I had to pour water everywhere, and I had to do like the fireman Sam rescuing everything. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And you guys have been extremely supportive. You guys have been extremely awesome. And I don't know, you guys like to see these kinds of big mods being done. I've been trying to look for not too many items, Better Than Wolves series like I'm doing, and there isn't a lot of them out there, so this is quite a surprise. It's a big mod. So, whoa, how did that puppy get over there? How'd you get here? I think I need to hit you with a gold shovel. You silly puppy.